Feds followed suit 2 years later. As the federal right to abortion fell this June, Justice Clarence Thomas linked the reason Roe v. Wade was reversed by the Supreme Court to the notion that other key decisions like same-sex marriage should be reviewed as well. Yesterday, even as they were preparing for their next session, the current U.S. Senate took a procedural vote that could put Congress on track to take the historic step of enshrining such unions in federal law. Jorge Reyes Salinas from Equality California live with me now to talk about this vote and who voted in favor. Good morning.
Good morning. How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. 12 Republicans joined all the Senate Democrats to move forward with the new Respect for Marriage Act, which would require states recognize all marriages between two people that were legal where they were performed. 12 Republicans. What do you think about that?
Well, we saw that 12 Republicans voted in favor of this, which is great. And we know that it's a bipartisan bill that was introduced. And there were a lot of conversations from both sides of the aisle. So that's great to hear. And in addition, that we do know whether, people are conservative or not, they are seeing the polling that is going on with America and the 70% acceptance rate that America is showing for same-sex couples and same-sex marriages.
I was just going to ask you about that. According to the Associated Press, recent polling does show that more than 2/3 of the American public support same-sex unions, support rising sharply among Republicans. Why do you think that shift is happening?
I think people are more vocal, people are more outspoken after the Dobbs decision. And that was a huge signal stating that marriage equality was going to be up next as a target. So I think that sparked a lot of conversation and, uncertainty. And I think now both sides, in particular the conservative side, is listening more to their constituents and understanding that people are in favor and do not want to see this right being taken away, because many people have, like we mentioned earlier, families, friends that, that will be affected majorly because of those decisions.
And just to review for everybody, the Dobbs decision had an amicus brief attached to it that dealt with the notion of same-sex marriage, and that is what was heard and then led to the reversal of Roe. Now, Tuesday, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints became the most recent conservative-leaning group to back this legislation. Church doctrine for the Utah-based faith still considers same-sex relationships to be against God's commandments, but that the church could support rights for gay couples as long as they didn't infringe on religious groups' rights to believe as they choose. With that kind of step from a major denomination, does it give you hope that the stance of other faiths might evolve in this direction?
Definitely. I think we're very welcoming of that support. I think, as you said, it was one of the most conservative sides, the most conservative support we have received. We are hoping to continue that and continue seeing that, as we know that there'll be a lot of discussion and conversations after this is with this Respect for Marriage Act goes to the final vote and then signed by President Biden. So we're hopeful that this momentum continues within the faith community.
Now, before we let you go, Equality California sent out a statement today about Speaker Pelosi. In the wake of the attack on her husband deciding not to run for leadership in the next Congress, that statement calls her a champion for LGBTQ plus civil rights and, without question, the most effective speaker in history. Why would you say she's been so effective?
Well, no, there's so many things that we can list, but really just being standing behind the LGBTQ plus community when we needed support the most, really elevating our voice and really ensuring that her remarks, her legislation really reflects the diverse communities, not only within the LGBTQ plus community, but also California as a whole. And, Equality California will continue to stand behind Speaker Pelosi in any capacity that she chooses, as she stood behind us all this route.
Do you have concerns or eyes on any other legislation as we, look ahead to Speaker McCarthy in the House?
I think there are many concerns and reservations. At the moment, we're just taking our time day by day. Right now, the Respect for Marriage Act is what we want to make sure crosses that finish line. And then we can start prioritizing our legislative agenda. But there's many things like, as we, chatted before, protecting trans youth, protecting life-saving affirming care. That's all of the things, one of the main things that we're concerned about for this future legislative session.
All righty. And of course, the president has said that he intends to sign the Respect for Marriage Act. We just don't know when that other vote will come in the Senate, but something that I know your group is tracking. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Of course. Thank you.